Matthew Roy, at some point, Aaron Fox must have considered him. It's entirely his prerogative, of course. But do you have a personal view on whether you liked him to have come back into orange rather than purple?
I do have a view. Firstly, paid up member, chairman of the Mathieu Roy fan club, God Save the King. What he did for our club was phenomenal. The way that your top goal scorer can be the top shot blocker, can play as injured and as hurt as he did for so long, gave us everything. And hero status in Sheffield. The welcome he will receive back will be off the charts. But I like to consider my heroes up here. And sometimes if you take a year off, especially having had the year that he had with us, and then to have a year off and then to come back, can your hero ever be the same? Could he ever reproduce that? And I honestly think no. So I'll remember Matthew very fondly as one of the greatest Steelers, but I'll remember him from his time that we had him. He goes to Glasgow with everybody's good wishes. There's not a single person in this whole area that will say a bad word about him. Except for the games he plays against us, we hope he scores lots of goals and he has a terrific year. And he obviously missed it, and that's why he's come back. But I think it would have been wrong for us to have gone back in that direction. It would be like a Legui coming back or somebody like that. You know, you've had your time. You've been the hero. Let's remember you as that hero. And whether Aaron Fox considered him or not, I know there was an option last year, actually, midway through last year when we were bringing guys back in, that Matthew made it clear to us that if he was wanted, he was ready to come back, halfway through last season, and it was considered. And, Tom wasn't interested in that at all at the stage. And maybe that was probably the right call. Let's remember Matthew in the godlike status that he has. He was the King of Sheffield. He'll always be the King of Sheffield. And but now he moves on to pastures new.
And of course, he's being coached by Zach Fitzgerald. What do you reckon he'll be like on the bench? Will he be snapping sticks and
He'll be emotional, won't he?
Yeah.
He'll be emotional. But who knows? You don't know how these. Some of the best coaches in the world in all sports perhaps weren't the greatest players, and you were surprised that they go into coaching. Of course, with Zach, it was a great opportunity for him. He was being let go by Glasgow as a player. Then Pete Russell gets the job in Germany, and all of a sudden, from being out of work, you're actually coming back to your old employer and in a better job. So it was a complete turnaround. I would imagine in Fitz's head for that 2 weeks when it was all happening, it was quite weird. But you wish him well as well. Another good human being. We're lucky in our sport, aren't we? A lot of good human beings, and Wisley and Fitzy are two, as are Tim Wallace, who we spoke about earlier, and Mark Matheson. They're good human beings. You wish them well, but we've had the best out of them, and now they move on.
We've had the best out of him, but Wow will almost certainly score a hat-trick at Sheffield Arena, won't he?
You just know that's probably... You just know that. But I don't mind Matthew scoring a hat-trick at the Sheffield Arena, as long as Valorant gets 4. Yeah, then we're okay. Yeah, that's okay.